long hair. Warning, extremely flawed theory incoming. So, God is love. Love creates, right? It brings life. Death is required so that life can grow. Out of love comes life and death. The lie, I think, is that God is inherently good and the devil is inherently bad. I think it may be the same being. Maybe I don't believe that it's just a thought. How about this? Oh, also, there is no biblical origin to hell, and our idea of the devil today is a distortion in itself. These things happen. Disappointing, but not unexpected. Imagine the totality of infinity itself condensing down into so-called human form, and looking itself in the mirror and saying, "Where is God?" How could a so-called finite... get my words mixed up. How, in what conceivable world, could any one of us not be considered rare, when each being is a unique, unrepeatable aperture through which infinity beholds itself, singular configurations of the ineffable, shimmering facets of the unending one? All is one. God is one. And if God is, then everything else ain't, because God is infinity. Ain't it? The eye with which I see God is the eye with which God sees me. My eye and God's eye are one. One seeing, one knowing, one love. How could a so-called finite emanation of the infinite, how could a so-called finite emanation of the infinite ever be capable of offending its emanator? You can, however, offend people who were never taught freedom beyond offense, which is not to say that we should permit or allow harm to persist, but you also do not have to allow vicious thoughts to cloud your vision and stir an interior tempest. How powerful we are to believe we could ever offend the infinite. How human we imagine God to be. And then we slap a name across the face of the infinite as though it were a pet and cower in fear at the limitations we had given it. Because we're just so domineering like that.